Distinguished guests, industry colleagues, and friends from the media. On behalf of the Bangladesh Apparel Exchange team, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the landmark 20th edition of the Bangladesh Denim Expo. Before we proceed, we would like to convey a message from the Honorable Minister of Commerce, Industries, Textile and Jute, Khandakar Abdul Muqtadir. The minister was originally scheduled to chair his session as our chief guest. However, due to an urgent government matter requiring him to travel abroad, he is unable to be with us in person today. Nevertheless, he has sent his warmest regard and reaffirmed his firm commitment to the continued growth and modernization of our sector. I am particularly delighted to welcome and thank our esteemed guest of honor, His Excellency Michael Miller, Honorable European Union Ambassador. Thank you for your presence today, sir, which recognize the vital and enduring trade partnership between Bangladesh and European Union. I hope Mr. Mahmoud Hassan Khan Babu, our Honorable President of BGMEA, is on his way. He will be here very soon. Mr. Javier Carlos Santosa Alsina, Regional Head of Bangladesh and Pakistan at Inditex. It's a real pleasure to have Javier with us. He's not just representing a global giant like Inditex, but he has been a dedicated partner and a true friend of our industry growth over the years. And the last, Ms. Lutmila Farid, Director of Pacific Jeans, a true pioneer and visionary whose work continues to push the boundaries of denim innovation. Over the next 2 days, this floor will host over 50 world-class exhibitors hailing from then 10 countries, more than 10 countries. We are not just showcasing fabric, we are displaying the entire denim value chain, from sustainable fibers to cutting-edge eco-friendly finishes. To understand why this gathering is so crucial, we must look at the facts. Bangladesh remains #1 denim exporter to the European Union, holding a commanding market share of approximately 33%. We continue to be a top-tier supplier to the USA, where Bangladesh made denim accounts for one out of every 3 pairs of jeans sold across many major retail chains. With the global denim market projected to reach $105 billion by 2032, our goal is not just to participate in this growth, but to lead it through high-value products and industry-leading sustainable practices. The theme of this edition, Frontline to Future, is a bold declaration of intent. For 4 decades, Bangladesh has been at the front line, absorbing market pressure, driving volume, and delivering unrivaled value. Now we are architecting the future. I would like to echo the sentiment of the founder and CEO of Bangladesh Denim Expo, Mr. Mustafizuddin. This theme is not merely a reflection of where we stand. It is a blueprint for where we are headed. From unlocking green investments to navigating the complexities of the post-LDC era, Bangladesh is no longer waiting for the future. We are creating it. Innovation is fueled by dialogue. To that end, this expo will feature 4 pivotal panel discussions designed to address our most pressing challenges. Negotiating the future, the first one. Strategies for the post-LDC era. The second one will be stitching the future, ensuring a just transition for our dedicated workforce. Third one will be beyond apparel, diversifying our product basket to fortify the national economy. And the last one will be financing the future, unlocking the green and responsible investment necessary for a net zero industry. A special panel discussion on woven in data, the past and future of Bangladesh global competitiveness will also be organized by Better Work Bangladesh. With national and international policymakers, buyers, and industry leaders under one roof today, we possess the collective intelligence to shape a sustainable, high value future. Thank you all for being part of this milestone 20th edition. Let us build the future of denim together. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, industry leaders, exhibitors, buyers, and participants. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Bangladesh Denim Expo, one of the most exciting gatherings in the global denim calendar. Standing here at the 20th Bangladesh Denim Expo feels like a moment worth pausing to appreciate. 20 editions. That is not just a number, it's a testament of how far we have come and how seriously this industry takes in its own future. Pacific Jeans had the privilege of being part of Bangladesh Denim Expo's story for many years. And what shakes me most is not the scale we have achieved, though this is remarkable, it is the respect we have earned today. Today, when the global brands think denim, they think Bangladesh. Not because we are the competitive option, but because we have become the most capable one. This expo, under the theme Frontline to Future, captures exactly where we stand. We have always been on the front line. Now we must lead the future with the same conviction. Since its inception in 2014, the Expo has evolved into a globally recognized platform that brings together the entire denim value chain. Over the past 12 years, Bangladesh Denim Expo has played a pivotal role in fostering collaboration, innovation, and business growth within the greater denim industry. The numbers speak for themselves. The Expo has welcomed more than 80,000 visitors, connected over 2,100 companies from more than 65 countries, attracted over 200 renowned international brands and retailers, and showcased the products and innovations of more than 300 exhibitors. Beyond business opportunities, the Bangladesh Denim Expo serves as a platform for a meaningful dialogue on sustainability, responsible sourcing, circularity, technological advancement, and the future of fashion. It reflects Bangladesh's growing leadership in the global apparel sector and its commitment to producing high-quality, sustainable denim for the world. As we gather here today, we celebrate not only the achievement of the denim industry, but also the partnership, innovation, and shared vision that continue to drive the progress. Together, let us explore new opportunities, exchange ideas, and shape a more sustainable and prosperous future for the global apparel industry. I congratulate the founder, Mr. Mustafisuddin, for his passion and dedication, and the entire Bangladesh Apparel Exchange team for building a platform that gives our industry a voice and a vision. To everyone gathered here from Bangladesh and across the globe, welcome. Let us make these 2 days count. Thank you, and I wish you a successful and inspiring Denim Expo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Excellency, Head of the Delegation. Good afternoon, President. Distinguished friends, colleagues, and everyone who has the pleasure to attend this once again extraordinary event organized by Mustafiz. Thank you again for organizing this. For those who knows me a little bit, you know that I am better listener than speaker, but this time Mustafiz pushed me so much that I have to accept. Anyway, this is always the first time. So I have to tell everyone that what I'm going to share with you today is something you have probably heard before, okay? So the situation at the world level is complicated. Bangladesh is suffering like most of the countries in this world. But again, if we look back to the recent years, Bangladesh survived the COVID. Bangladesh survived political instability, and Bangladesh will keep arising with its power. I'm fully confident that the country is more capable than most of their peers in terms of the textile industry. Let me summarize in 3 topics, which as I mentioned, nothing new to most of the people who are here, how the industry should be moving forward. The first thing I would recommend is as a humble advice, taking the opportunity that our president is here with us. So the key factor to grow in a steady pace, I would recommend to put some attention on what we call world-class infrastructure and logistics. So not only for my company, for the full industry, the speed to market is a key for success. Unfortunately, the country is not moving fast enough in terms of infrastructures. We have a long-term plans for the deep sea port, for the new airport, but we haven't seen any actual action. So I tried to convince to most of the stakeholders I discussed with that this is a key part of the industry and a key part of the success of the sector, okay? So first of all, reliable energy, efficiency ports, modern airport cargo facilities, which we are all looking forward, improved road and rail connectivity, and faster custom clearance. The same way we suffer as exporters when we need to send our goods out to the distribution centers, the same way our suppliers struggle when they need to import fabrics, accessories. So this streamline is never run in a proper manner. So again, from BGMI side, I know they are working very hard with the present authorities to improve this situation, but it's a key part of the industry. On the second point, I will stress a big effort in the country is the diversification into high-value products. From my experience in the country, I'm openly tell all my friends and colleagues that what we used to see the last 15 years in our shops with the made in Bangladesh and with the products we see today in our shops with the made in Bangladesh is a huge difference. So we need to add value to the production made in Bangladesh. Of course, this is something not only one party can do, suppliers from one side, stakeholders, multilateral companies, finance companies, so it's a joint effort, okay? And the third point I would like to stress is the close collaboration against government, manufacturers, workers, logistics providers. Again, logistics is a key part of this sector. Industry associations, global brands, including ourselves, of course, to improve productivity, sustainability, skill developments, and ease of doing business. A coordinated approach can create a sourcing ecosystem that is difficult for competitors to match. So I think it's the right time, at the right place, to tell the industry that we should not be afraid of what the other countries are doing. We deal with, India, Pakistan, Cambodia, Vietnam. Bangladesh has enough capabilities to overtake all of them. Okay? This is my personal thing and what my company is trying to, communicate to our supply chain in Bangladesh. And just to finalize, a brief sentence to conclude is, if Bangladesh can deliver speed, value-added products, seamless collaboration across the entire supply chain, it can become the world's most attractive sourcing destination for the apparel industry. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh Apparel Exchange would like to take this opportunity to pay our deepest tribute to late Abdullahil Rakib, founding managing director of Team Group, who died in a tragic boat capsize last year. Yesterday was his first death anniversary. Mr. Rakib and Team Group was an ardent supporter of the initiative of Bangladesh Apparel Exchange. He was the first always to confirm his participation in any initiative of BEE meant for the sustainable development of Bangladesh apparel industry. So we pray for the eternal peace of his departed soul.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Mr. Michael Miller, Mr. Javier, honorable guests, exhibitors, buyers, fellow industrialists, and my friends, Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon. It's a great honor today at Denim Expo 2026, not only as a guest, but also as a president of BGMA and as someone who has seen this industry grow from strength to strength. Bangladesh is now, as you know, the second largest denim exporter and largest in the EU and USA. This not happened by chance. It happened because of resilience, skill, speed of our entrepreneurship, workers and technologists. Today, made in Bangladesh on a denim level that means reliability, quality and scale. And indeed, person like Mr. Mustafizuddin played a vital role to make it happen. If we talk about denim, we have to talk about Mr. Mustafiz. And if you discuss with something about the apparel industry with Mr. Mustafiz, denim will come automatically. But we cannot afford to stand still. The global market has changed and so must we. Today's buyers are not asking only price or lead time. They are asking different questions, different requirements. Then what is our water footprint? How much recycled fiber are we using? What is our carbon emission per garments? And on top of this, EU Green Deal, US legislation, and brand level ESG commitments means sustainability and traceability are now market requirements, not optional extras. At BGMA, we have made this our top priority. In Bangladesh, 286 LEED certified factories, the highest in the world. Our mills are investing heavily in modern ETPs, water recycling, and renewable energy. And we are actively supporting the growth of textile waste recycling to close the loop on jute and post-consumer waste. Distinguished guests, this expo, where the future of denim is shaped, it is where the new finishing technology meets factory owner, where the fiber recycler meets global brands, and where ideas become orders. Today's expo as Mr. Javier said, the main challenge here in Bangladesh is our infrastructure. In this morning, when we have a meeting with US delegation, the same concern we raise. What is the main challenges? If you can get the energy security, if you can get the efficient port and the Chittagong-Dhaka road expressway and the cost of fund with a reasonable interest rate, that we can make these industries sustainable and we can grow further. Today's conversation, I hope the next 2 days, the theme is Expo, the front line to future, is the right framing. We have the front line, now we need to build our future. As BGMA, our commitment is clear. We'll support members in adopting circular practice and recycle materials. We'll work with government to ensure policy support. As I said earlier, we continuously working with the governments, and as you know, this present government has taken responsibility 3-4 months. So far, our experience with the government, this government is pro-business. As you said, that two different things, that cost of doing business as ease of doing business. In the meantime, for our members, we already get support from central bank that already reduces our cost of doing business, but that is not the end of the story. We need policy support from the governments to make our business ease. If you can make our business ease, that definitely automatically will reduce the cost. And then we'll push for traceability and compliance system to give Bangladesh a competitive advantage, not as a burden. Our goal is simple: move from made in Bangladesh to innovated and sustained in Bangladesh. Because the product, what we are producing, that we have to have the sustainability at the same time some innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going through a difficult time. You know, after COVID, Ukraine-Russia war and the Middle East crisis, and our internally the challenge was that we have to have a good election and we need a government that has to be accountable to the people. So far our experience, the election that take place in February is widely accepted nationally and internationally. So we would like to work together with the government, the policymakers, at the same time with the buyers and our partners. But let me be clear, we cannot do this alone. No manufacturer, no association. The challenges ahead, LDC graduation, value addition, sustainability, innovation, none of this can be solved by inevitables. We require brands and buyers to work with us, not just audit us. We require development partners to invest with us, not just advise us. We require government to stand with us, not just regulate us. This afternoon, I talked to our Honorable Commerce Minister. Today is supposed to be chief guest, but because of the national issue, he is flying to China. When I talk to him, when he come back, then we'll talk and we'll discuss how we can move forward our industry in a sustainable way. I'm confident that with collaboration between industry, government, buyers, and technology partners, Bangladesh will lead next era of denim, cleaner, smarter, and more circular. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience hearing. Assalamu alaikum.
What an honor it is to share the stage with the president of BGMEA, colleagues and friends. And what I want to tell you, to everyone who has come this afternoon, is that I have just come here from Parliament, where I was speaking about tomorrow's budget presentation that will, of necessity, chart the course for this country's development in the coming years. The way that we look at Bangladesh is that we see it entering a new phase of its economic journey. And as it does so, the challenge is to create decent jobs, skill your workforce, and attract the highest quality investment to move up value chains. It's to help diversify your economy, ensure a clean energy transition, and prepare effectively for graduation from least developed country status. Transparency regulatory predictability, and alignment with global best practices will set the stage for success, with the rule of law underpinned by an independent judiciary a central component. Indeed, the right incentives and the right policies implemented now will help remove distortions, raise needed revenue, accelerate investment and diversification, and place the quality of public expenditure and consumer interest front and centre. In this context, we hope to see a bold, sustainable and sustainability-driven vision in the budget, aligning with the expectations of the European Union for the creation of a level playing field for our operators and decisive steps to improve the business environment. Ladies and gentlemen, enough about what my day looked like until now. Allow me now to turn to this gathering, Denim Expo, a signature event that has become one of the strongest voices, indeed the strongest promoter of conversations on sustainable industrial growth. Thank you, Mustafis, for your tireless efforts. The theme of Frontline to Future is an interesting one. Unpacked, it encompasses the progress made to date by this dynamic and entrepreneurial country, as well as embodying a declaration of ambition to go much farther. There are choices to make, obviously, to turn that ambition into reality. First, I want to talk about sovereignty and industrial competitiveness. The European Union, in this moment of geopolitical uncertainty, is quite deliberately diversifying supplies and reducing single country dependencies. In a country like Bangladesh, this speaks to increased incentives for renewables, the construction of supply chains that are dependable, procurement decisions that are mutually beneficial, not one-sided, and investment in technology and infrastructure that is efficient, open, and secure. Second, you have a choice in Bangladesh about what you do to safeguard labor rights, the environment, limit climate change, and ensure the good health of your and of our citizens. Consumers are increasingly focused on the rights of workers involved in the supply chains for the manufacture of goods they purchase, and on the climate action reality in countries of production. This is not a passing trend, and I see it in Bangladesh as much as I see it in Europe. This can be an opportunity for a country that has just returned to the democratic fold and which aspires to possessing a laser focus on the existential threat of climate change, as do we in the European Union. We will support Bangladesh in all of its work, as we have supported the revision of the Bangladesh Labour Act, as we are supporting your switch to a circular economy, and as we are helping Bangladesh prepare for supply chain sustainability, extending to eco-design and sustainable products and corporate sustainability and due diligence. Ladies and gentlemen, what we wish to see as the European Union is resource efficiency treated as a competitiveness and growth strategy, as well as an environmental imperative. My final point is that Bangladesh has a choice. It is in your hands to decide which partners are reliable and which are strategic. The European Union is your largest market, the largest source of FDI in recent years, the largest provider of grant financing. And we have a vision to intensify relations. We are not raising tariffs unpredictably. Indeed, our value added is precisely that what we do in terms of policy and tariffs is entirely predictable. Your goods have for more than 2 decades had guaranteed access to the EU market without tariffs or quotas. Indeed, as we look to the future of our relationship with Bangladesh, we wish to map out an ever more ambitious partnership. Yesterday, I transmitted an invitation from the European Commission President to Prime Minister Rahman to visit Brussels to take part in our next Global Gateway Summit. We are now in a process that is ongoing of assessment of Bangladesh's request for a free trade agreement, building on the recently initialed partnership and cooperation agreement, which confirms our intention to build a reinforced economic partnership with this country. Looking ahead, we will organise a landmark EU-Bangladesh Business Forum early next year. It all adds up, ladies and gentlemen, and what we ask in return is really quite simple. It is a level playing field. It is competition on the basis of commercial merit. It is access to justice. But I recognize, colleagues, that time is short this afternoon, so let me finish by looking forward to working with all of you on our important EU-Bangladesh growth and reform partnership agenda. Thank you all very much, and it is a surprise that I am here to inaugurate Denim Expo, but I will not leave the podium without doing what I am asked to do, which is declaring this wonderful 20th edition of Denim Expo open. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency Ambassador. Now I would like to request all the guests to kindly stand for a group photo, and would also like to request the man behind the show, Mr. Mustafizuddin, to kindly join the group photo also.